Hi, I'm Erin Hyden. I'm the owner of Happy Dog, dog walking, pet sitting, and training. And this is Ginger. She is one of my clients. She goes on group hikes, and her daddy is working late tonight, so she's hanging out with me a little bit. So a professional dog walker, they do a lot more than just walking your dog around the block or taking it out for a potty. What they do is if you're in a group walk, pick up to 6 dogs at a time. And what we do is we go to a park, and we go to an off-leash dog walking area, and we go on a hike. And the hikes are very customizable to that group. For example, in the afternoon, I have a very, very high energy group. There are hunting dogs. Ginger's in there because Ginger's just one of those dogs that can get along pretty much with everybody once she gets to know them. And it's just, one of those fun things for dogs to do. They get to be dogs. They're not just going around the block sniffing cement. They're actually getting to interact with nature. They're getting to be themselves. They're getting to run and play and exert themselves to a level that they really don't get to do in your backyard. Your backyard can get really boring for them, and a lot of times that's whenever behavior issues crop up. So it's always good to have that kind of stimulation for them, and not everyone has that in their schedule. So that's what I provide. I do also provide non-group walks where I can come pick up your dog and we can walk around your neighborhood if all you need is a potty break. If, let's say, you're working an extra long day and you just need me to let out your dog, we can do that. I also look in on cats, some exotics. I look after a very sassy African gray parrot named Latifah. She's a good time whenever her mom travels. And so that's pretty much what a dog walker does. So a lot of times people want to know what it is I do that's different from hiring your neighbor's kid next door. If you need someone just to let out your dog into your backyard and give them a potty, maybe that works for you. But if you would like something that is a little more customized, someone that actually knows how to care for animals, let's say, Ginger here, I come to the house and maybe she's eaten something in the house and she's sick. Well, some teenage kid may not recognize that, but I would. I'm pet tech certified and I'm going to know what to do and how to safely get them to the vet. And I'm also going to be able to take care of animals out and about if they, were to step on a piece of glass or in any way, shape, or form something really bad were to happen to them. That's something that I could help them with. I also help to socialize them. These are pack animals. They do most dogs love being around other dogs, and it's very natural for them to enjoy the company of other dogs. However, you don't always get to provide that for your dog, and a professional dog walker can do that. You have other dogs that are well behaved, or maybe they're in different stages of behavior, and you can match them into a group and put them together and make their walks very enjoyable, make sure that they get all of their energy out, and make sure that they're going to have a good time. They're going to not be sitting at home bored while you're at work. So at Happy Dog, we do a couple of other things besides the group walks. We can do customized personal walks. I walk a dog sometimes that has mild hemophilia. So definitely I can't put her in a group hike. And whenever she is being walked, whenever her owner is away or has long days, it's nice for her. Get Ginger comfortable here. It is nice for her to be able to know that there's someone that can take good care of her dog, and she can't just trust a dog with health issues like that with anybody. So I'll do things even that customized. I also do some training, and a lot of times whenever we're doing training, it's going to be obedience training. I use 100% positive reinforcement training techniques, which means it is a combination of classical and operant conditioning. So instead of terrifying an animal into doing what I want them to do, right now she's getting really squirmy and I could just mush her down into my lap and, get frustrated with her. But what else I could do was just rub her really nicely. Hi, pretty girl. And I can make it worth her while to sit down in my lap and be relaxed. So The training that I do is more on the obedience side of things. One of the specialties I do offer is that if someone has just adopted an animal from a shelter, I have a lot of experience with shelter animals. I volunteer at the Alameda shelter right now at FAWS, Friends of the Alameda Animal Shelter. And I'm pretty well versed in how to take a dog out of that setting where maybe they've seen some trauma or they're just not used to being in a house with a family anymore, and help you transition them into your home, into being a pet. Oh yes, Rio. Rio is a very, very excited dog. He's also a dog that has not been socialized as much as maybe I would have liked to have seen him socialized. So I've been coming up with really interesting strategies to try to get Rio as worn out and happy as possible. My philosophy is that a tired dog is a happy dog. You have to mentally and physically exercise them. Otherwise, they're going to get bored, they're going to get frustrated, and that's where aggression issues crop up. So with Rio, I've started to do some agility work with him and integrate that into his walks. So we'll walk, we'll see some park benches, we'll jump over those. Sometimes he's a little better at it than others. And then I've also trained him to wear a backpack. At first the backpack had no weight in it, and then we've gradually increased the weight to a safe weight that is balanced so that he can walk around. He gets tired a lot easier. It gives him a job to do. It gives him something to think about other than going crazy every time he sees a squirrel or really going crazy every time he sees another dog. So it's helping to give him something better to do than to act out. The other thing I'm doing with Rio eventually is his mom has a bad back and she has stairs. She has a beautiful Victorian and she would really, really like help with her groceries. So we're going to utilize the backpack tool. We're going to get him one with very deep pockets so that she can stuff grocery bags in there and he can help carry those up the stairs. So we're going to make him a dog that's otherwise a little bit difficult to have in a normal setting and help him to help his owner. It should be a symbiotic relationship, so we're trying to develop that through the use of tools. I would really like to start a morning group. I love getting up in the morning and going on a hike with dogs. It is one of the most fun things to do, and at some points, you know, when it's still a little bit cool out even, not so early in the morning that it's before you wake up, but I like going up, picking up dogs in the morning once their owners are at work and just going on a nice hike. So I'm looking for 6 dogs that would like to come and hang out with me and go on a hike, hour and a half at a time. We do that long because I like them to be able to be completely worn out whenever I drop them off at their house. And when I do drop-offs, also good to note that the difference between a professional dog walker and an amateur dog walker is that I do a very quick health assessment. So it's called a nose to tail assessment, where I start at the nose and I check the teeth, and then we go through the ears, and then we just kind of go down the body and feel for any abrasions, any lumps. They also really like it. They enjoy getting rubbed. And literally, I will go from the nose all the way down to the tail and look at every inch of their body. This way I can remove any foxtails. I can remove any other debris. And if there are any abrasions, because sometimes when we're hiking, we get scraped a little bit, or when we're playing and, you know, playing a little bit hard, that happens. So that way I can take care of those and treat any superficial injuries that may occur. I'm Erin Hyden, owner of Happy Dog, and I'd love to meet you and your pup. You can reach me at www.happydogalameda.com. Thanks.